Hello, welcome back to Meckley Metal, and we're going to continue on with our Moen cartridge pulling tool. So in this episode I'm going to make this piece, but we're going to make this longer so we can get that cartridge pulled out of there farther. So that's what we're going to work on now. We've got everything sketched up, so we will get to it. Alright, we got you set up here on the back side of the lathe. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to face this, and then we're going to have to bring this diameter down. We're going to bring that diameter down to 1 inch 200 is going to be the diameter, which is just 50 thousandths under an inch and a quarter. And then our nut size for this is going to be 1 1/4 inch, and the round part that's an inch or 1.200 is going to be 1 1/4 inch long with a 3/4 inch length for the nut, so 0.75 for the nut. We're going to start by facing this. We're going to run this over our 1 1/4 inch to 1.200. So we're going to start with that first. Okay, we got this faced off, so we're going to come over here and touch off here for 0, set that, and then skin this guy over the 1 1/4 inch. So we're going to set off all our zeros and get this down here. Alright, now we got this brought down to our proper size, 1.200, so just about 1 1/4 inch here. Now we're going to center drill and then bring this up to our tap size, and then we're going to tap this out. And then we'll remove this, we'll bring it over to the mill machine, and we'll cut in our nut size 1 1/4 inch. So here we go. Alright, so this is going to be our final hole size. So we're going to fill this guy up with some WD-40, get some WD-40 on our drill bit, and we'll get this drilled out. And our final drill size is a 13/16. So that's the size of drill we got. We're going to get this lined up here and set our stuff to 0. And we're going about 2 1/4 inches deep. That's how deep we're going on this. Alright, so what we're going to use is this right here is spring loaded, so it pushes in, and that's going to, on the back side of the tap, has a small hole right there that this lines up to. So I'm going to use a tail stock with the keyless chuck. I'm going to put that in there, and this is going to push on here. So that'll give us some tension there, and then I can turn this in and we can keep it all nice and straight and true. Alright, so we got our center, our spring loaded center sitting here. Keeping it all in line, straight up. We're going to use some WD-40 and some Lumatap. So, I almost forgot that I even had. So right there, some Tap Magic aluminum. Let me get that on there. And we'll bring you back when we get closer to the end here. Alright, well, we've got it completely tapped all the way down in there. So we got our full 2 inches tapped. Now we're going to part this guy off, and we'll set it up to up on the mill machine, and then put our nut size on there. Alright, so we're going to throw a quick chamfer on here, and then we'll get it over there. Alright, so I ran on a battery, so I snapped a couple of stills in there. This is the finished product that I have right now. I'm thinking about thinning this down a little bit just to make it look a little better. I didn't have an 1.5 inch aluminum stock, so I had to do a 12-sided nut here instead of a 6-sided. So what I've done is I've actually ordered 1.5 inch stock so I can remake this so it looks so it'll look a lot more like the factory one. So that's where we're at right now. Alright, so like I said, I got this guy trimmed up here, so it's looking a little better. So I thinned it out right in this area right here. So, and then on the inside, instead of having the threads go all the way through there, I actually I bored that out there to make it nice and smooth in that area, and just have the threads right up here by where the nut area is. So we got that part done. I am going to wait for 1.5 inch stock, so we can make it this big, do the 6-sided instead of the 12-sided, so we can get a little better grip on it. But not bad. I'm kind of happy with the way this part turned out.